Husain Abdulla, a human rights activist and director of Americans for Democracy and Human Rights in Bahrain, is joining us on the line from London to share his thoughts with us. Mr. Abdullah, if you were hearing the comments being made there by the Bahraini foreign minister, what do you think about his response to the questions that were being raised?
Well, I mean, he is completely shocked by the courage of the Western journalist, that she's basically telling him what his government is doing to the people. You know, he's not used to this kind of open dialogue or openness or freedom of press. What he's used to a journalist that tell him yes, sir, and will ask him an easy question that will basically not put him on the spot to show him the brutality of his government towards his own citizen. When he said that they're not waging war against the people of Bahrain, he's simply lying. I mean, what do you call destruction of mosques, destruction of Hussainiyat, destruction of homes, arresting doctors, arresting nurses, arresting medical workers, arresting women? 3 of them are pregnant. We don't know. God only knows what's happening to them. Killing people, torturing people. What exactly? Raiding homes pre-dawn or midnight? What exactly call that? Nothing but waging war on the people of Bahrain. Bahrain is basically under a war zone. That is undisputed. That is clear from the human rights reports organization, from human rights organization reports, from Western journalists, from reputable TV channels. So he is shocked, and he is, full of lies and full of propaganda.
Well, Mr. Abdullah, another comment that the foreign minister made there was that he said, we think that the time will come when the opposition will resume talks with officials, and a lot of political observers have been saying that the fact that the government is expressing, in their words, this anger on the streets and this revenge is trying to convince the opposition to enter a deal with it. But will Bahrainis from this time on want any kind of deal involving this regime?
No, I think there is no chance for dialogue anymore. I think this regime has delegitimized itself. If Al Khalifa had any legitimacy in the government, they no longer have that. They have broken every bridge between them and the people of Bahrain. So I strongly believe that any chance of dialogue or any talk of dialogue will be nothing but an outcome or outlet for this regime, for its atrocities, and I think people of Bahrain not going to participate in such outcome for this criminal regime.
So just before we leave you, Mr. Abdullah, if you could also briefly tell us what do you think the situation would look like then from now on? Is Bahrain headed to some kind of civil conflict?
It will not be a civil conflict between the people, and it never has been. It will be a conflict between the people and this Al Khalifa regime. People of Bahrain are united under one banner, and that is that they want their freedom. They want a government that respects their human rights, a government that is representative, a government that is elected directly by the people, and no more a rule of a tyrannical regime that kills people openly and does not respect the people of Bahrain and steal the resources of the country just for themselves.
All right, Husain Abdulla, human rights activist, joining us there on the line from London with his thoughts. Mr. Abdullah, thanks very much.